Now we have that might know. Whoopsies. I was still setting up. Oh my goodness. So anyway, hi, I'm C, and hey, this is the halfway point. I am full God. I celebrate halfway through my 100 days of posting what every day. Hey, every day, and yeah. So today, I really was thinking about goth culture, and like representation and things like that. Because I will say that for me, again, being as old as I am, y'all, in case y'all don't know, never been here before. Okay, I just want to say it again. I'm in my 50s. Okay, 50 decades. I love this for me. Decades. So, but anyway, back in the day, when I saw goth folks, it was always white, but I love always like the aesthetic. Like I like the clothes. I was like, cause I love black. Okay, black is always a big deal to color black, all black, everything. Black people, black clothes. Like I guess I even like the kind of gave me a vibe of like moody or something like that. But and most people, and I never saw because I grew up in Michigan, um, for the most part, and um, and my school was like all black books, but I never saw anybody like dress goth like until I visited California with my family, and I was like, who are those people? Ooh, I was like, they look cool. I was like, because they just seemed like they move slow and methodically, and they had the coolest clothes. And even back then, they had like piercings, like crazy hairstyles. And I was like, oh, and I just thought that was the neatest thing, and it like kind of stuck in my mind even when I, went back to Michigan to go live. And I was just like, cool, cool. And then how so happened that changed schools and went to California. And again, like I said in another video, it was like all all white people at my high school, and like very few guys. I don't remember like if any, but they were like around the city, right? Because again, it was like mostly white people. So that was my lot. But then I got to see and like from a distance, like that, and I always admired that. Like I liked the look, and I dug some of the music too. And but I never saw anybody that was brown or anybody that was black being goth back then. I just didn't, and I was like, oh well, so who's gonna guide my way? There was no YouTube back then. There was like not the social media that we have now, right? So I never thought that. I was like, oh, I could do that. um, so I'm saying that to say, I'm just experimenting. Like I don't have. This is not. Oh, look at me. Anyway, I'm so silly. Anyway, but I just never. I never thought to experiment with it. Really until like recently. Like not even recently. That's not true. Like man, when it's been decades, but I've been trying it on and off. Like usually, it really started with me just wearing like all black clothes. I love the color black. Okay, and black clothes I've been doing for um like since I was in my early 20s, like late teens. And the reason, like, and at the time I was living with my parents, and my mom was always on me. Why are you always wearing black? Why are you wearing black? So occasionally, like her effort at you know sabotage anyway, was to buy me the cute clothes, but then she would buy them in other colors. I'm just like, but it'd still be cute clothes, and I'm just like, oh man. but it's cute. So I would wear it anyway, even though it wasn't black. I was like, okay, fine. No, there are other colors, or there are other there are other colors that aren't black that I look amazing in, like red. That's the red fingernail. Like red. Red is very good. Maybe one day I'll wear an all red look for you. Just to mess around. Actually, more for me, I guess. Well, I don't know. Experiment. That's what I was going to say. So, anyway, let me finish up this goth thing and I'll talk about experimentation with clothing and makeup and hair and everything. The whole nine. Anyway, so the goth thing. So, I started off with all black clothes and wore that. And even when I was married, like, it was at one point I looked in my very large closet and just like it was just like a wall of black, and I was like, okay, maybe I can inject a little color, just a little color into my wardrobe. And so I did, and of course, what I start with red. I was like, love red. Red looks good on me. Look at it. Look at red. Very good. Anyway, and also like bluish red, purpley red, because like neutral undertone. I don't know if you can tell. Neutral, neutral, mostly neutral undertone. A little bit here, yellow. Anyway, saying this because we know like style. In case you wanted to know, you're like, oh, I seem like about their color. And I'm like, okay, well then you like a medium dark brown, the neutral undertone, barely a little bit of yellow. Good luck like me trying to find an exact match for your foundation. But all y'all, sidebar, if I do find one, believe you me, I will let you know. Just like my one of my favorite YouTubers, she's a brown girlie. She's South Asian, like completely South Asian. I'm only part of South Asian, but anyway, she found her holy grail foundation. I hold out hope for myself. Okay, really one day, maybe when I go back overseas or go to Southeast Asia, I'll wind up sampling um, all of the foundations that she uh, foundation brands that she suggested. But I think like she's like maybe I don't know a shade or two lighter than me, and sometimes the shade jumps can be tragic. They just like go from like this color to this color and call that the shade range for brown. It's like really y'all come on. Anyway, we're talking goth now about the goth makeup. So yes, the lippy. This one is Juvia's Place, and my other favorite, obviously, is Fenty, because Fenty Beauty, of course, has a black lipstick, and I'm like, yes, I love it so much. And the eyeliner, which I didn't go ham on so much. Listen to the birds sing. Hope you can hear that. They sound so adorable. And also, yes, my eye is watering. It's been doing that all morning. Whatever. But anyway, Fenty is my other lippy that they have black, and I was thinking, I was like, do I remember the name for that? I don't, but I'm sure y'all can look that up. But yes, Fenty Beauty has a color that's black. Um, oh, the other thing that she was placed, I actually decided to try a little contour, mm, little contour, just for fun, because I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna rock do the whole goth thing, and do even the little corset shirt type thing, which I'm like, oh wow. I was like, wow, put a container and have a container for all of this. Anyway, yeah. Oh, the contour was Juvia's Place. Yes. The outfit was actually a Christmas gift from my friends. So, yay! Look at that. Love it. It's actually a dress, by the way. Get up and then kind of be like the front the rest of the video and be like, oh no, the camera has gone awry, things go sideways. That would be weird for you, while also stressful for me. Now I have to edit, and I don't, I really don't, I don't want to have to do that because I don't know how much space I have on my phone. Anyway, so that is what it is. And yeah, so that's the outfit. This is actually a dress. The hair is fig. It is a, let's see, it's all really well. It's a body wave. It's called body wave. Yeah. And it's icy. Yes. What else? The eyebrow pencil is courtesy of L'Oreal. I think it's called Faux Brow. But anyway, it has these two little tines and it makes the perfect eyebrow. Can you see little eyebrow hair look thing? I know I'm all up in your face. Let's get really close. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the eyebrow. Love that. Yeah. Love goth look. And on that topic, y'all, I have found Tiffadelic. Now, hopefully, Tiffadelic is on has their own website or I don't know their pronouns, so I'm just gonna say have their pronouns, but they sing goth music and like all sorts of like, I think it's called synthwave. It's fantastic. Hopefully, I if there's a website, I will put it in the description because I've only seen them uh, on Instagram. Sorry. And then then there's Grey Wolf. I love it so much. I would definitely. Now I know that I don't know if they're a group or if it's just her that's Grey Wolf, but anyway, if they have a website, I will definitely I will put that in the description because ooh, so good. I'm like yes, it is so good. Okay. Anyway, so that's the music that I'm listening to now. We're going to talk about. So goth and then the kibbe that I was talking about before, right? The kibbe style guide, as it were, and and I talked about a dramatic classic, right? So kibbe is it's guidelines, right? Nothing is set in stone where it comes to fashion and things like that. So for me, I was like, the actual, I guess I should give you a look at it, but the thing, it's like a square top, and so so it's more angular face. Things are square, and you might not be able to see it on camera, but these have crisscrosses here, right? So these crisscrosses are more angular and things like that, and the especially like I said, you can see it more angles, right? Angle here, angle here, angle here, angle here, angle here, here, and that's you know the kibbe working for my look, as it were. So yay, we like kibbe goes with goth, goes with many different kinds of looks. It's like kibbe system. It's more like mind your angles, mind your body shape in your choices of clothing. Right, you want to repeat what it is you have going on with your body shape. You have your jaw, you have cheekbones, or you're softer in the chest area. You can also play with the ankles and the softness, right? So I doubled the softness of the chest with the softness of the hair. And this one I chose because I can fluff it, right? And the hair also has a wave, so that's the softness of the body. Also the angle of the clothes going with the angle of the cheekbone of the jawline, things like that, right? So there you go. See how kibbe can work with how kibbe works with how you can make your fashion work with your body shapes. So if you're struggling with the look, oh, excuse me while I just get myself situated. So if you're struggling with the look, there you go. You can try out kibbe. It's a really good system. I like it a lot. Um, it helped me a lot. I mean, it helped, wow, it helped me at a time in my life when I really wanted to have a signature look. Um, and so I tried that first as a signature look. And now I'm going to tell you why I don't really have a signature look. So I'm a reflector, a human design reflector. Now, if you don't know what that means in human design, I invite you to explore if you know your time of birth as well as your place, the place that you were born. You can look up your body rave chart. And then guess what? I will put that in the description as well. I'll put a website so you can look into human design and see what you are. Maybe you're a reflector like me. Yay! If you are, oh my gosh, get in the comments. Let me know. Let me know. I would love, love, love to know more reflectors. I love it. Oh, and also there's this app called Neutrino Design. They like have a matching system that goes with their application, or I should say matching section. And it's like for friendship, business, and also romantic. So I just checked all three. I was like, sure, why not? Check all three. But I'm on there and you might match with me. And we can be friends. IRL. Yay. That'd be fun. Anyway, so yeah, my sampling has to do with my design. Reflector, it's like I sample different things, and that's very, how did the kids say, youngins say, it's very on brand for me. Like it's giving what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, that's just what it is. And so I find myself cycling through different fashions and um, looks and things like that. But my fallback, y'all, my fallback is this. Is God is easy. The only thing that's not easy about it is me being in warm climates and trying to rock a summer goth look. That's hard because them combat boots in like 80 plus degree weather. Whew, sweltering, darling. Sweltering. So there's that. But anyway, so yes, the Kibbe system and God and all of those things. And oh yes, so now we get to the big celebratory 55 videos that I've done every day for 50 days so far. 50 days. I would never, I would say last year when I started my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel, I had no idea. I was so nervous, and like I said, like I was really focused on like, oh, it's got to be something productive in my brain. Okay, so and I was like, oh yeah, I got to make sure to do all these thumbnails just like this and blah blah blah, and do all the A/B testing and all the things that YouTubers do behind the scenes or whatever. And I really let that be my stopper. Um, for all the reasons, right? I was getting back to feeling comfortable on camera because it had been many months. Like I hadn't done any like auditions or anything like that. I hadn't recorded any auditions for, I hadn't gotten any casting calls or anything. So, but and also, it's just different being an actor to being just your regular ass self on YouTube. You're just a regular person on YouTube, bringing your essence, bringing your joy, and everything else like that. Bring your interest, gathering community and things like that. It's just different. So now at 50, I'm gonna say 50, almost said 50 episodes. 50 episodes um, of of doing this every day and sorting out the tech, sorting out what I'll say on the day. Um, and I really found that at this 50 point mark and Glow, shout out to her, she talked about this, is that for me, it is easier to do every single day than to try like once a week or be to have, I don't know, or twice a week, because of the, like there's no rhythm to it for me. I was like, either I'm all in and I'm in it and it's my what do you it's my special interest, or nah. Actually, that's not true because ADHD. Because when you have both, it's like autistic traits and then also ADHD traits, and then each person, it's kind of like you never, we're all different in how the traits clash or like support each other, kind of thing. So it's, yeah, I can go to special interest, yes, um, but also autistic burnout. Okay, so there's that. But just doing every single day has been so much easier. It's so much easier than trying to have like rest days, then all of a sudden get up and go and think of a topic and and now all of a sudden I'm doing all the little things in a very perfectionistic manner where, oh, I have to do a script and the bullet points and da 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 and blah blah blah. And but 50 days day after day and it just being easy, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna talk about this and it's gonna be as long as it's gonna be. I don't even have to worry. If people like it, they like it. They show up, they show up. They like me, they like me. They don't, they don't. Peace be unto them if they don't. They'll find their channel. But for the ones that stick around, they get to watch me grow, right? We would grow and have fun, and then we'll start interacting and doing all the things, and you'll see like backgrounds change, and me going places, and the actual at some point, either I'm gonna hire somebody or I am just going to, while I'm not, or to say while I'm feeling a lot more spacious, just start doing more editing like myself. Like just, adding some things. Like, I don't know, what is it? Oh yeah, B-roll, something like that. But honestly, I'm really not doing much. Like, B-roll, I feel like it's, oh, when you're doing something. I'm not doing anything. I'm staying home for the most part. Or I didn't go to the beach. Guess I could have some B-roll of the beach. Oh, y'all might appreciate that. I would appreciate. I would appreciate some B-roll. I will put it here when I start editing and stuff like that. Later on, maybe 100 days or something like that. I don't know. You know what? Who knows? Whatever. The point is, 50 days. Now I'm like, oh, I don't have to have this all sorted straight away. Thank goodness. Thank goodness to glow for just saying I don't have to have it. I don't have to have it sorted. Um, Again, and also I feel like that's an older lady thing too. It's like, F it. I as well just go ahead and just do the thing. Now I'm appreciative of the glow because she's like, yeah, you totally don't have to have it like just a script, just so bullet pointed, just so whatever, blah blah blah. Sure, have a hook, but also be personable. Like just be you. And I'm like, well, shoot, I can't really. I'm really not at this age of the game, this stage of the game. I don't try to put on airs for anybody. That's just too much energy. I think, yeah, I got more than enough personality or whatever would have you to fill up a space. Ta-da! Anyway, so yeah, shout out to Glow. Just like, no, just go ahead, start, do the thing. I'm like, oh yeah, bro, yeah, just go ahead and start. 50 days, and I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. I hope somebody else is like on the journey too. I would love that. I love that for somebody else. Chime in if you're on your everyday, hey, everyday thing. Let me know in the comments. Are you doing everyday videos? Ooh, let me see your channel. I know the Breathe, the weightlifting lady. Ooh, does she do every day? But I don't know. I make sure to catch her lifting because I swear on everything, she like deadlifts like 315 pounds. I'm like, sis, like get it. Hypes me up. And then there's Farida. I don't think she does every day either, but she does very, very frequently. And she's a Muslim lady that travels around and does and lets people know about remote work. Oh my gosh, now I have to try to remember these. I feel like I should have notes because I talk about people after the fact. I was like, oh, I'll put it in the description. I'll put it in the description. I don't want to forget for y'all to put it in the description. But Farida's travels or something like that. If I forget, I'm not gonna forget. I'll remember. Yep. Okay. I remember. Farida and Kibby stuff and all the things. Anyway, so yes, this is the 50-day celebration. I've done the thing. I put on a look for y'all, explain the look a bit, why, Goth and Kibby and all the things are fun and why I sample different looks because I'm a human design reflector. I forgot the microphone and all that. Anyway, I'm a human design reflector. It's what I do. I sample different things. I figure out what I like. I also like to be around different kinds of people and see which ones I like. But I'm also not an introvert. So then I kind of like being by myself. But I also like that. So that's very good. But anyway, yay! Okay, that's it. That's it for today. That was a long one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Bye.